Imagine walking into a village you know very well. A place where people laugh, cook food, and live their everyday life. But today, you find silence. Not a single person. Only a warm fire, a meal still cooking, and the strange feeling that everyone disappeared just a moment ago. This is the true story of the Anjikuni Lake mystery, one of the most chilling unsolved disappearances in history. In the winter of 1932, the cold wind blew hard across the snowy lands of northern Canada. This land was home to many indigenous communities who lived near lakes, forests, and open wilderness. Life here was simple but peaceful. One man who knew this land very well was a Canadian fur trapper named Joe. Joe often traveled across the snowy forests, setting traps, collecting fur, and then going to different villages to trade. One of his favorite places to visit was a friendly village near Anjikuni Lake. The people there were warm and welcoming. They shared stories, meals, and helped each other survive in the harsh winters. Joe had visited this place many times. He knew every house, every face, every smile. So when he began his journey toward the village in late 1932, he expected another normal visit. Maybe share a drink, maybe talk about hunting, maybe stay the night. But this time, something felt different. The closer he walked toward the village, the more quiet it became. No voices. No footsteps. No dogs barking. Only the sound of the wind. At first, Joe thought everyone might be inside their homes because of the cold. But as he walked deeper into the village, a strange feeling hit him, like the entire place was holding its breath. Then he saw something that confused him. A fire was still burning in the middle of the village. Beside the fire was a pot of stew, still warm, still bubbling gently, as if someone had been cooking it only minutes earlier. Joe called out, "Hello? Anybody here?" No answer. He walked to one of the houses. The door was open. Inside, food lay out on a table, half prepared, waiting to be cooked. Tools were lying around like someone had been using them. Clothes were still hanging. A chair was tipped over, as if someone had gotten up quickly. But what shocked Joe the most was the silence. No people. No animals. Not even a single sign of struggle. Just emptiness. Joe moved from house to house. Every door open. Every room abandoned suddenly, in the middle of daily tasks. Clothes still in baskets. Bowls still filled with food. Water still warm in pots. It looked like the villagers had been living their normal life, and then, all at once, every single person had just walked away and never returned. But why? Joe's heartbeat grew faster. He knew these people. He trusted them. Something terrible must have happened. But what? Why would hundreds of people leave everything behind without taking anything? As he walked toward the edge of the village, he saw something even stranger. No footprints. Not in the snow. Not anywhere. Fresh snow could erase old tracks, but the snow wasn't that deep. The ground should have shown at least some sign. But there was nothing, no trail, no direction, no hint of where the villagers went. It was as if they simply vanished into thin air. Joe ran to the lake. Nothing. He looked toward the forest. Nothing. He shouted into the wind. No one answered. The sky grew darker, and the temperature dropped fast. Joe knew staying alone in the cold was dangerous, but he also couldn't leave without understanding what happened. He searched for hours. A warm fire still burning. A meal still cooking. Homes left open. And an entire village gone. Finally, Joe rushed to the nearest telegraph office many miles away and reported everything he had seen. A team later arrived to investigate the mystery. They saw the same things Joe had seen. And they found no explanation. No signs of attack. No signs of a huge storm. No signs of migration. Nothing was stolen. Nothing destroyed. The people of Anjikuni had disappeared all at once, leaving behind their food, their tools, their clothes, and their entire lives. Rumors began to spread. Some people said it was a mass migration, but why leave food cooking? Some said it was an attack, but there was no damage. Some said it was a spiritual event, or something supernatural. Others whispered older legends, strange lights in the sky, strange sounds in the night, strange presences near the lake. But the truth? No one has ever found a single villager again. Not a trace. Not a body. Not a clue. To this day, the mystery of the vanished Anjikuni village remains one of the most baffling and chilling disappearances in history. How can hundreds of people disappear without leaving a single footprint behind? What did Joe really walk into that cold winter day? And the biggest question: where did everyone go? No one knows. Some mysteries fade over time. But this one only becomes more disturbing as years pass. A warm fire. A half-cooked meal. Silent homes. And an entire community gone forever. This is the unsolved mystery of Anjikuni Lake, a story that still haunts Canada to this day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this mystery, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more untold stories. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.